Hello and welcome to another guitar tutorial video where I'll be showing some basic minor chords in the open position here that you can use along with those basic major chords that we learned in the cage system lesson. And with this you'll hopefully be able to play some basic songs, some basic pop songs and a lot of sort of classic rock songs as well, using just these chords. So let's get right into it. The first chord we're going to be learning, the first minor chord, is the A minor chord. And the difference between major and minor chords can be explained, or the most basic way to explain it is that the major chords sound happy and the minor chords sound sad. That's the most basic way to sort of explain it. So if I play an A major chord, that sounds pretty happy compared to this A minor chord. So that's kind of the most fundamental way to describe the difference between major and minor chords. The actual theory behind it I might go into in another lesson, but like at this point you just need to know some basic chords in the open position so you can really get to playing songs, which is I think the most important part when learning guitar, is to play songs as early as possible so you don't lose interest. So the A minor chord is very similar in shape to the A major chord. As you'll notice, most of these chords are pretty similar to their major counterparts, with one a shift of one note always. So if we play the A major chord, which you should know, all we're doing is moving this second fret on the second string, this note, we're moving it one fret down to the first fret to get this. So here's the major, and then I shift it down one finger. And the way you want to hold this is a bit differently than the major chord. So you want to have your index finger on the second string, first fret, followed by your ring finger on the third string, second fret, right here. So you have these two right now. And then you want to bring in your middle finger onto the fourth string, second fret. And you have to pluck from the A string down. So that's how to play the A minor chord. Next, we will look at the E minor chord, which compared to the E major chord just sounds kind of more sad. And the way to play this chord is really simple. You just have to lift. It's the same way as holding down an E major chord. So just hold down an E major chord, and you only have to lift one finger, and that's the index finger. You have to lift it off the third string. So instead of this note, you just play an open string. So E major, and then I just lift that one finger, and I have an E minor chord straight away. So that's a very simple explanation. And since you know how to hold an E major chord down, I don't have to go into how to hold this chord down. It's just lifting one finger. The other chord we're going to be looking at is the D minor chord. And while previously you had the D major chord, by just moving one finger, we get D minor. And the note you're changing here is the first string, second fret, this note. You're moving it down one fret once again, like with the other chords, to the first fret. Right? And the way you want to hold this chord is you're just kind of switching places between these two fingers. So you have your index finger on the first fret, first string, right? Then your ring finger on the second string, third fret, right here. And your middle finger on the third string, second fret. And you pluck from the D string down. So those were some very basic minor chords and open positions. So we learned the D minor, A minor, and E minor chords, and you can sort of use these in combination with the major chords to play some songs. And I would practice, one of the most important things to practice is transitioning between chords, whether that goes for major chords. You have to just practice those transitions so you can play them fairly quickly. And I'll also practice going from major chords to minor chords so you learn the differences. And for now, that means the E major, A major, and D major chords into their respective minor chords. So you can practice just playing the E major into E minor, which is pretty easy, and the A major into A minor, which is a bit harder because you have to shift some fingers. Same goes with the D major into D minor. Right? So just practice these transitions. Thank you for watching.